What's up, guys? Duster McDangles back here with another video, and in today's episode we're going to be breaking down game number 5 here, the Stanley Cup Finals, as the Tampa Bay Lightning were able to win the Stanley Cup here 1-0 against the Montreal Canadiens. We'll be getting into the breakdown. What a season from the Canadiens it was, what a playoff year it was, but the Tampa Bay Lightning struck twice. They won the Stanley Cup back-to-back, first team to do it since the Pittsburgh Penguins. But we're going to get into the whole breakdown of this game. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future action. But without further ado, let's hop into the intro and get into the breakdowns. And what a game it was here from both teams. Honestly, they played very well throughout this game. Tampa Bay and Montreal, I thought, had pretty even chances in this thing. Just Tampa Bay capitalizing on the one that mattered. Ross Colton, the rookie, the hero here in game number 5, winning the Stanley Cup for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And man, I mean, it was a very entertaining game. The typical Tampa Bay clinched the series 1-0 in the final game, which clinched them the Stanley Cup. But honestly, shout out to the Montreal Canadiens. What a heck of a run it was. The Cinderella story of this playoff year, just cut short by the Tampa Bay Lightning, who, again, people are going to say 18 mil over the cap. They're absolutely stacked, rigging the system. And I mean, that could be true. I mean, it's not could, it is true. They are 18, 19 mil over the cap, and they played the system right. They were able to play within the rules and get it done. Montreal, kudos to them. Honestly, the future looks bright for Montreal Canadiens fans. Don't hang your head here. Honestly, this entire ride was a bonus if you were a Montreal Canadiens fan. Nobody except Montreal Canadiens thought they'd get through the Toronto Maple Leafs, let alone make it to the Stanley Cup Final. So, honestly, Cinderella run just cut short. They showed here that they are here to stay in the next, I'd say, 5 to 6 years. If they're able to keep their depth and maybe even ride an aging Carey Price who's still at the top of his game, I highly expect Montreal to be back in conference finals, and this is not going to be the last time we see these two teams play each other in the playoffs. So going to be exciting to see down the road. Suzuki, Caulfield, are they going to be able to keep Toffoli, Weber, all those guys, a couple of their older guys getting older, but are they going to be able to keep the same core group together of young guns and make a couple runs here for some Stanley Cups in the future? We'll have to wait and see, but honestly, Montreal played a solid game. I think Tampa Bay really did control the game here throughout with the pace of play, hitting, just the sheer quality chances. I thought Tampa Bay really did dominate, but Montreal, I thought Anderson had a solid night. That top line of Anderson, Suzuki, and Caulfield, they played amazing. Their fourth line played well with Perry and Eric Stahl. I think other than that, Deneau and Gallagher looked a little quiet here tonight, not as involved as they once were in the past few games and in previous series that you would want them to be. And Tampa Bay, man, they looked good. Their top line, again, a little quiet here tonight, but their second line, Colton, Cirelli, and Stamkos, were buzzing on all cylinders, as well as their third and fourth line, just absolutely buzzing. The Johnson, Maroon, and Yusuf line they were great all night long. Tampa Bay's defense was also amazing here tonight with Hedman, Sergachev, Savard, Chernak. I mean, they were all great here tonight. And when it comes down to it, Vasilevsky now moves to 14-0 all-time after losing a game in the playoffs, which is absolutely insane. The stats didn't lie. I had a feeling that he was going to do the same thing here tonight, and he was able to get it done. I mean, Montreal, the quality chances they had, Vasilevsky came up big to make the saves, and still have the stream going on in the background right now of the game. They haven't announced the Conn Smythe, but I'd be intrigued to see who they give it to. Are they going to give it for points, or are they going to give it for goaltending play? And I think with 5 shutouts in a playoffs, it's hard to say no to Vasilevsky with giving him the Conn Smythe. I think he deserves it, and even if he doesn't get it, Tampa Bay, man, what a deserving team again. 18 mil over the cap. People are going to say all that all the time. Patrick Maroon, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. Steven Stamkos has now won it 3 times, cementing himself potentially for a Hall of Fame later on down the road. Victor Hedman, another Stanley Cup championship for him. Oh, man, crazy stuff. And I take that back. I don't think Stamkos is 3-time. It's only 2-time for Stamkos, if I remember correctly. But, man, What a series. I wish it could have gone a little bit further. We said Tampa in 6. It was Tampa in 5, so we were close on that one. I think just running into Tampa Bay, Montreal just didn't have the firepower. They matched it as best they could. Those line changes in the last game really did make a difference, but Tampa Bay was able to collect themselves, put together a game plan, and come back here in Game 5 and win this thing at home, which is always good to see. We haven't had a home Stanley Cup final since the Chicago Blackhawks with a home winner, so this is really nice to see the celebrations in front of their home fans. But man, there's a lot of stuff here where we go from here with not only the expansion draft. Tampa Bay is going to lose a player there, plus their cap space. Tampa Bay is going to lose a lot of key pieces this offseason just due to the cap. And we'll see the majority of their team back, but I think there's going to be a lot of differences here from this year to next year with Tampa Bay. And I think Montreal, they're going to be pretty much the same team moving forward. I think they might make a few adjustments and changes, which we'll eventually get into later on down the road with free agency and re-signings and all that good stuff. We'll be sure to key into that the closer we get to it. But next up for us when it comes to videos like this, guys, we'll be getting into the expansion draft. I know the lists are due here within the next week of what players are going to be up. We're going to be doing some mock expansion drafts and all that good stuff here moving forward on the channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content, as well as let me know what you guys thought of this series down below. Montreal, kudos to them. What a solid season, solid playoff year, and honestly, a solid Stanley Cup final. They did the best they could, and it's looking very promising for the future for the Montreal Canadiens as well as Tampa Bay. They've cemented it. Honestly, they need really one more to make it a dynasty for 3 in a row. 2 is pretty good, but they need that 3rd to really cement themselves. So we'll see what they can do moving forward, but that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a thumbs up on this thing. I hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.